The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
What's up, Doc? Y'all know what it is. We in here.
So, y'all know what it is. Like you said, we back with another episode. Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. Here with your guys, Tell.
The guy Darn K down whatnot.
Diesel D, what's up?
Alright, let's start with the first topic. The Dallas Cowboys. That's what the topic is. They got blown out. They said they had the worst home loss since Jerry Jones bought the team in 1989. The down score was, what was it, 47-9?
I think it was
47-9.
And that was just because they was taking it easy on them at that
The
point.
Dallas Cowboys fucking suck. As Stephen A. said, this man said, the Dallas Cowboys are a walking atrocity.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
You know his old video? We've been led astray. We've been bamboozled. We've been run amok.
And flat out deceived. That's Jerry Jones.
Yo, the Detroit Lions having so much fun that every offensive play they was bringing in an eligible lineman to try to get a touchdown.
They bring a play where he threw it to Amon-Ra. But it was an eligible man downfield, but he pitched it to the lateral to
Niggas had Penny Sewell and pitch running pitches.
It was so bad. The fans was chanting, "Let's go Lions."
Like he wasn't.
Like it was that many Detroit fans in there. The Cowboys just suck.
Yo, I mean, it's just funny to it's like Jerry Jones. This is what he wants. He wants to stay.
Exactly.
He wants to stay in the headlines. He don't want to be out of here. He don't give a fuck if it's bad or good, because there's no way. It came out with your mouth, Jerry Jones, last year that we are going all in this off season. Everybody from Stephen A. to a soccer players that don't even watch football was like, the Cowboys need to do something this offseason. If they don't pick up anybody, the least they need to do is re-sign their star players before the season starts.
And what they do?
They ain't do that either.
Don't get the running back.
They didn't get Derrick Henry like everybody was telling
Derrick Henry wanted to go to Dallas.
Didn't even attempt.
He wanted to go to Dallas.
They didn't attempt because they said it was far-fetched for them to get him. So, yeah. So they went and re-signed Zeke. They waited till the season for CD. Waited till the season for Michael Parsons. They just didn't give a damn.
Just waited right up until the season started to sign these fans. Then another thing, every time, you said it's like Jerry Jones just want to be in the headlines. Every time something comes up, then this man had the nerve say that loss was shocking. And then, I don't know if y'all heard, this man got mad at a radio host for asking questions about him.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like everything Jerry Jones does, in some shape, form, or fashion, it contradicts itself later on. Like, it was a shocking loss, but it wasn't shocking enough for you to fire somebody on that motherfucking staff for these 3 consecutive home bad losses.
4.
Not saying it had to be McCarthy,
for 3 this season.
but somebody gotta go. I don't care if it's a fucking quarterback coach, the offensive coach, the motherfucker that does the get the mats and yoga mats ready for the massages on. Somebody gotta go. Because you can't be shocked at this.
And it keeps happening.
And then we just gonna go in the next week like nothing happened. Bro, it's like, y'all not just, 3-3?
Yeah.
All 3 losses are bad home losses, dog. Like, I've never seen nothing like it.
Suck.
Like, people are coming into your house and ready to plant the flag like T.O. put the football on the star. That's how everybody coming in there trying to be T.O. this year.
Yeah, that was just.
I thought a lineman was going to do it after he got a touchdown.
Happy 82nd.
How about them Cowboys? Happy birthday.
How about them Cowboys, man? But this shit's funny.
I'm glad they didn't win. If this was shocking, a win really would have been shocking. Probably would have killed them.
And now they on that bye week, And then they come right out and gotta play the 49ers.
Gotta play the Niners.
The Falcons. The Texans. Just a bunch of people up in there.
This might be the best thing for them. Because they out of sight, out of mind for week 7. This might be the best thing for them.
That he on by. All right.
Points. That's the worst home loss in your 35 years as owner. What is the feeling of embarrassment towards your family?
Well, I regret that for our fans, regret it for everybody that is a part of the Dallas Cowboys or have been a part of the Cowboys. And it puts a lot of resolve. But the key thing to think about right here is we're 6 games into this thing. We're 3-3. We've had times when we haven't liked where we were when we were in the early part of the season. We don't like where we are right now. There's a lot of work to do. Got a lot of improvement before we'll sit here with any smiles on our face.
How do you and how will you take ownership?
Well, let me say this. I have ownership, so there's no taking it. I got it.
All right, next topic. We have the NFC North. Everybody in that division is over 500 and playing good football currently. So my thing is, how many teams from this division will make the playoffs?
Let's say 3.
3
of them.
3 and
all 4 can make it, but I'll say 3.
No, all 4. They are like advertising. All 4 can make it because there's no way in hell they can make you believe that the Chicago Bears are that bad. Because they're the team that's not going to fucking make the playoffs. The Detroit Lions are going to stay on their shit.
Yep.
The Vikings are consistently looking like they not no fake motherfuckers. If I know they doing their thing. And Jordan Love showed us last year taking on the motherfucking Cowboys. And still doing it this year. They got injured, but every time you've been on that field, gun slinging. And you want me to believe that the Chicago Bears, out of the 7 eligible playoff teams in the NFC, we tamed 3 of them, and Bears gonna be one of them. I don't believe so. Now I'm not gonna say. I feel like the way Caleb is playing much better. Now I'm not gonna try to make it seem like their last 2 opponents weren't worthy opponents to be beaten anyway.
Great.
No matter who was the fucking quarterback, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna give the credit that I wasn't giving them at the beginning. A whole division got at least 4 wins, but I only see 3 of them going, and the only way the Chicago Bears makes it over the other 3 teams is if the other 3 teams severely slip up and the Chicago Bears turns into the subdivision of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the only way I see it. But
yeah.
I give kudos to everybody in that division. Motherfuckers up there, they everybody doing their thing, even through injuries. Aaron Jones being hurt over here, Jordan Love being hurt. Let's just get the prayers out to Aiden Hutchinson, because watching that game, watching it live, seeing that play live, I knew the minute that he went to turn. You seen his legs snap that way. You seen it snap. Before he even attempted to take off his gloves, I was like, Aiden Hutchinson done for the season. That man's whole leg just turned into a fucking silly string. And it was by mistake of doing your job.
That man was a favorite for defensive player.
I gotta be honest. The Detroit Lions was a top 3 team in the NFC. A top 3 contender to be the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. And Aiden Hutchinson was probably the most important part of the defense. No bullshit. As far as getting pressure, we know Brian Branch and other guys, they coming through on the back end. But who's causing those mistakes by the quarterback? Mostly Aiden Hutchinson. This is going to be big to replace him. I don't see how they replace him. I feel like the defense is going to really suffer, and it's going to hurt them in the long run.
I seen a rumor. It was just a rumor that Myles Garrett was on that radar.
Hey, after what I seen the last couple of days, anything's possible. But yeah, NFC North,
Cleveland is a disaster. Everybody probably want to leave Cleveland. Yeah. All right, I think we all agree. I think believe 3 teams as well: Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Green Bay Packers.
To the Bears.
But like you said, the Bears are doing much. They playing much better, despite the opponents that they beat. But they playing much better. All right, to transition, we'll continue on this topic. You actually just said it about the Bears and Caleb. My next question is: has Caleb finally shown you something that he can challenge Jayden Daniels for the Rookie of the Year?
It was never not going to be a situation where he wasn't challenging. It was the point of he needed to step up and be on the same tier as Jayden. At this point, now that he's playing better, of course I want Jayden to win. Of course I think we all, but I'm not going to be as frustrated or disappointed if he doesn't win. Now that I actually see that number 1 pick starting to pick it up. And it comes from what we've been saying in the other games. I feel like he took that number 1 pick shit so seriously that he was trying to outdo things that he didn't need to be done. He just needed to take a step back, be confident, and remember that you was Caleb Williams, the guy that they went after from USC. Just be Caleb, and you will work your way into superstardom. Don't worry about who they want you to be. And I feel like he's done that. He's slinging the ball like he was doing at USC. The DJ Moore is back, baby. I don't know what the fuck is up with Keenan Allen.
No, Keenan had a good line.
He snuck in a touchdown at the end and had a good line.
But he had 2 touchdowns.
He out this bitch looking like motherfucking Derek Mason on old Ravens Derek Mason. Old 5-yard catcher and shit. But Caleb's been doing great lately. I feel like the team is starting to roll around them more than they was at the beginning of the season. I feel like it was a lot of unsureness, but I feel like once he came out and he finally got that one good thing, I feel like that's when he finally opened up and he was in the huddle talking more, and then the guys, the energy was better. So it was like, yo, let's just call this bitch and have fun. I can just imagine after he finally got a good game last week, who's they playing, the Titans? Or the Panthers? He's playing some bums
Carolina. So I said their last 3 wins
after
against
that
bums.
win last week, they came into this week like, man, we gonna have fun this week, fellas. We playing Jacksonville, and ain't nobody at home. I just felt like it was a different vibe the last 2 weeks of knowing that if we just play and be ourselves, we ain't gotta worry about we should have beat these. You just go out there and play, you will beat them.
Yeah. And look who else was contributing the last couple games. DeAndre Swift is all of a sudden in the picture.
Yeah.
Having good games. And Cole Kmet tight end.
I almost make you forget DeAndre Swift like it's third team, no? Right?
Yeah.
So that's making it much easier for him.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. You can actually see that he's starting to play better. You can see that he's distributing the ball more to all these different receivers. Like you said, Keenan Allen finally showing up. He coming from his injury. Cole Kmet even getting touchdowns and yards. He's still getting the rookie acclimated. And like you said, you got DJ Moore with him. And like Darren said, they finally actually getting the run game going. So Caleb Williams, he's surely coming on his way up, actually showing why he's the number 1 pick. And Jaden Daniels, he still continue to play good football as well. And then y'all want to know something? They play each other. I've been good on my picks last week. I went 11-2. I only got 2 games wrong. I don't know why I picked the Jaguars.
My games don't be wrong. If I was just going straight money lines, I got every game right last week. But I got 4 wrong based off of the fucking spreads or the over-unders or the points. Yeah, that's why I bring back the old shit that our uncles and fathers used to do with the bookies. I win some money on them, but messing with FanDuel and DraftKings shit, and you'll pick something, and by the time you put the bet in, the odds and change, and it then went from plus 10.5 to plus 18.5, and you ain't even know. Right. Like, that shit, yeah.
Alright, so.
Doesn't get it. Instead, it's a touchdown to Keenan Allen.
The quarterback. Get into that in a second. Oh, here's a little trickery. Straight Brown back to Goff. Flea flickers, got Laporta wide open. Sam Laporta foot race towards the end zone. Diving touchdown.
Unreal.
Turn to page 140. Flea flicker.
Alright. So through the first 6 weeks of the regular season, are the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens, are they the best team in their conferences?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I feel like it's too specific to say they're the best teams, because for them to be the best, there can't be nobody else with, at least with their record. Like, there's teams that got the same records with them. And why they not, as Darren like to say, they play whole different teams, different weeks, different playbooks, different talent. Like, to solidify yourself as the best, you gotta be at the top. Now, for the Ravens, I will say they're the best in the AFC because the Chiefs been cheating every fucking week. And they not even in the top 5 in the AFC, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck if they undefeated. They've been cheating, motherfuckers. Every win, they should easily be 1-4. You know, they motherfuckers, just on a bye.
Yep.
Like, it's the only time they didn't cheat because they ain't play. Kansas City rest, but I will, as far as the Lions, I mean, you can't really say anybody's over top of them. unless you just talk, unless you want to just say the Niners still got it. But as far as consistency, the talent, the confidence, the camaraderie, the coaching staff, Detroit Lions, woo. Like, so I mean, it's people on both sides, but I won't say best. I'll say the front runners to being the Super Bowl contenders out of their conference.
That's a good answer.
That is a good answer. For me, I'm going to actually say that both currently are. I'm going to say the Lions are because you see the consistency from them every week on both sides of the ball. Even though we got to see what's going to happen with Aiden Hutchinson injury, that's going to hurt them. But if you see that offense is stacked. They could pass the ball. You got a two-headed monster and running the ball. And on the other hand, the only thing with the Ravens is that damn secondary. That offense, you got Lamar and Derrick Henry, obviously both fucking putting up MVP numbers.
That's because the Ravens continue to do what they've been done the last 3 years. They want to punch the ball out and hit the ball out before they tackle you.
Oh yeah, and then like you said, and then wide receivers, they probably even Bateman's starting to do something. But the thing is, Bateman,
I ain't falling for that Bateman.
Marcus Williams is a fucking scrub.
Yeah, that nigga don't tackle. He
don't do anything.
That nigga don't pick up the ball on a fumble.
And then I don't know if y'all seen. Don't y'all know when the people be saying that name on Sunday Night Football and they show their ranking? Yeah. He was last for safety.
He was like 144, 144.
He was last out of safety. But I still date them because we just seen the Ravens in the AFC Championship, and you added a person like Derrick Henry, and you still had a 2-time MVP. But like you said, it's a lot. It still could go other ways. If you wanted to say, if you still wanted to say the Chiefs, or if you wanted to say the 49ers, you could go either way.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people want to still go with the people from last year, but they not the same.
As of right now, like the last 2 weeks, those two teams are playing.
Yeah, that's
offensive wise, Detroit might be defense, but the Ravens defense sucks.
Yeah, as I say.
I said they let niggas go up and down the field. Ravens are in a situation now where we cool with them gunslinging through the game because we know they can score. But now niggas ain't gonna stop nobody, yo. It's like back-to-back games of 30, 40. What's going on, yeah?
Alright, before we move on, y'all can get 30 seconds to say whatever y'all want.
I really wanted to shout out was this week 6 of the NFL was one of the most scripted weeks I've seen in NFL history. I know we might talk about it later. But starting from the Thursday game when it was the fucking San Francisco 49ers and the Seahawks and Jordan Mason was getting busy, and because he was already over his total rushing yards in the first half, we had to play this game where he's good enough to come back for one rush and not come back. That was bullshit. The Sunday early game in London, we all knew the Bears was going to win that game. We ain't know Trevor Lawrence was going to look that nasty. And the rest of the Sunday was, but the Monday game, Jets and Bills. You mean to tell me Jets can barely fucking score for the last 3-4 games, and all of a sudden it's 2017 at halftime. We get that old every year. It seems like A-Rod give us some. I know he said 30 seconds. I'm always go over. A-Rod give us this magical thing at halftime or some buzzer beater. 2017 at halftime, and niggas scored 6 points total.
2023 from me.
I'm done.
All right.
Here we go. Up into the air, into the end zone, and incomplete. Lazard had a shot. And now the other official saying touchdown. One said incomplete, the other says touchdown. And now the officials get together.